Welcome to the 13th annual Chainhawk Open presented by Dynamic Disc in the Gainesville Chainhawk Disc Golf Club. I'm your tournament director, Chris Clark.
I'm also your tournament director, Joseph Schoettler, also the club chairman and director of marketing. I'd like to introduce our 2024 Chainhawk Open staff and board members. We have Tyler Searle, your CHO tournament director, Evan Gerthy, senior consultant, Northside Course Pro, Blaze Sullivan, your treasurer, Justin Huckaba, Northside Course Maintenance, Fred Harmon, Jonesville Course Maintenance, Mary Brown, Women's Representative, Brian Neiman, Events Coordinator, and Dakota Henderson, Players Representative.
Also, we have your Chainhawk Open Event Planning Committee, Karina Dill, Mary Brown, Ben Fox, Brian Fox Jr., Rebecca Fraser, Justin Huckaba, Ben Rollerson, Fred Harmon, Brian Neiman, Daniel Smith, and David Sheehan.
Day one for Thursday, December 5th, 2024, we're going to have a flex start hosted by Tyler Searle at 8 a.m. to 2:30 at Jonesville Disc Golf Course. And also at 2:30 p.m., we're going to have your 2024 CHO13 Skins match at Northside Park featuring Garrett Gerthy, Paul McBeth, Gavin Rathbun, and Halmar Fredrickson.
All right, on Friday, the main event begins 8 a.m. at both courses. We'll have our first cards teeing off. We will have free prize CTPs on the line for all players, one for every division, available at each of those courses. You will be able to pick those winnings up the next day on Saturday at your next course. Also that night, we're going to have the players party at 4th Avenue Food Park. Thank you to Ben Rollerson and Todd Manini for setting this up. It's a 9-hole putting course. Bring 2 putters and have some fun with some friends. Great food, great times. This has been a huge hit every year.
On Saturday, December 7, 2024, you can pick up your free CTP prizes from Friday. At 8 a.m. at Jonesville and Northside, you're going to have your second round cards tee off. That evening at 7 p.m., we're going to have the Paul McBeth Foundation virtual raffle. Please have all raffle tickets purchased prior to 5 p.m. on Saturday. Watch live on the Chainhawks Facebook page. All player winners can pick up their prizes at their course and tee time the following Sunday.
Sunday, the final round. The first cards tee off again at 8 a.m. We will have the last of the cash CTPs available this day at both courses. If you won something from the raffle the night before, you can pick it up at Tournament Central that morning.
Your CHO13 tournament extras. We have prize CTPs, free prizes provided for all divisions, cash CTPs, optional $10 CTPs, and there are 10 potential CTPs available to each player. Ace Fund, $5 lasts all weekend, split between all aces. If no aces hit all weekend, the money is donated to the Paul McBeth Foundation. And our raffle, the charity raffle, will be held on Saturday evening during Facebook Live. Tickets are $5 each or 6 for $20, supporting the Paul McBeth Foundation.
All right, practice. All week long, you can practice at any of the 2 courses up until Friday. There will be no practice on either Northside or Jonesville Park on Friday. There will be a temporary practice basket and a temporary net for throwing at Northside Park. There will be a soccer field on the left and a practice basket set up there for throwing and putting at Jonesville when you come into the venue. You can also practice at the Bar Systems Canopy course just down the road from Jonesville. This is a business, but the course is open 7 days a week. Just park in designated parking areas and be mindful of the business owners. The Trilogy School course is closed for play Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. It is open Saturday and Sunday, and also after 4:30 p.m. in the weekdays. You've also got the High Springs courses. There's 2 of them. They're available for play all day, every day, all 7 days. And lastly, you've got the Cuskawilla Nature and Retreat Center in Micanopy. It is open 8 to 5 p.m. 7 days a week.
The Gainesville Chainhawks are proud to support the Paul McBeth Foundation every year. Their mission is to develop and introduce sustainable disc golf experiences in underserved locations with limited or no access to the sport. This foundation has been a dream of mine since 2013. The sport of disc golf has given me the opportunity to change my life, and I want to share that same opportunity with as many people as possible. Paul McBeth. The Paul McBeth Foundation raffle. Tickets are going to be 1 for $5, 6 tickets for $20, 16 tickets for $50, or 35 tickets for $100.
All right, jumping into the people who make this possible. Hole 18 Northside sponsor is going to be S9 Design Build. Your Hole 1 Jonesville sponsor is going to be the Fox Flyers.
Event sponsors are Dynamic Disc and Soar.
You've also got some skin sponsors, Team CNS and the Tower Hill Insurance Group.
Your Ace sponsors are Disc Golf Digital, Terry Miller, the Disc Golf Guy, Ace Run Pro, and Swamp Axe Throwing.
More Ace sponsors, Noel Smith, InfoPipe, BNS, Infinite Disc, Beard Irrigation Services, Pisano's, Stages of Change, and Diabolical Discs.
This year's Eagle sponsors are Moontree Dyes, BorisMD.com, Ed Faulkner, Matt Tittle, Steve Messick, Midstate Inc., Paron Disc Golf, and Southeast Car Agency.
Birdie sponsors, we have Lofty Pursuits, University of Florida Athletic Association Golf, Joey Van Duzy, Discgate, GCCO, OTB, MVP Security Consulting, and Meldon Law.
Continuing birdie sponsors, we have Chomp Talk, Westco, Murray Island, Fred Harmon, High Springs Sand Spurs Disc Golf Club, Metro Diner, Vintage Electric Inc., Heatland Disc Golf, and Silver Cube Billiards and Sports Bar.
More Chain Hawk sponsors. We got Adams Rib Company, Mama's Boys Disc Golf, the Lady Gainesville Chain Hawk Disc Golf Club. We've got the University of Florida Gators. We got V Pizza, Swamp Sports, and Monster Press.
Continuing Chain Hawk sponsors, we have Blood and Marrow Transplant Program, the Florida Hummingbird, St. Augustine Disc Golf Club, Tipples Brews and Wine, Brad Price, Daniel Harmon, Matt James, and Michael McCleary.
Big thank you to all those sponsors for making it happen. Moving on to the rules and regulations and the important stuff. The Chain Hawk Open 13 T-Pad Assignments. The Pro Divisions, MPO, FPO, MP40, and MP50 will play long all weekend. The MA1 and MA40 will play long all weekend. The FA1 group will play long, short on the last day. The MA2 group will also play long, and then short on the last day. MA3, MA4, FA4, FA40, MA50, FA50, MA55, MA60, and MP60 and FP60 will play short pads all 3 days.
General rules and OBs. Per PDGA and City of Gainesville and Alachua County laws, no alcohol or illegal drugs are allowed on the courses at any time. 2-meter rule is not in effect. A disc that has come to rest above 2 meters is played directly below disc without penalty. Staked, roped OB lines, the line itself is out of bounds. The disc must touch a part of the inbounds area to be inbounds. Course OBs, on, over, above, or across any pavement, parking lots, and fences unless noted. All individual hole OBs are listed. Cell phone use. Please turn off all ringers on cell phones. Participants conducting phone calls during a round may be subject to courtesy violations by their group. Please call Chris Clark, 352-258-0515, Tyler Searle, 850-496-4162, or Joseph Schoettler, 305-915-9958 for any rulings or assistance during the weekend.
All right, for course-specific out-of-bounds areas, moving into Jonesville Park, all asphalt paths, roads, curbs, grassy islands in the parking lot, sidewalks, over any fence are OB unless noted. Tennis courts, soccer, and baseball fields are OB. Hole 1, surrounded by concrete anywhere or under the pavilion, is out of bounds. Hole 2, no OB. Hole 3, within the fence surrounding the sinkhole. Also, new for this year, across the rope and stake line on the left. If you have played that hole before, make sure you check that out in advance. Hole 4, no OB. Hole 5, path and anything left of the path, right of the fence or staked in a rope line. Tee shots going OB from the long pad can opt to use the short pad as a drop zone with standard OB penalty. Hole 6, path and anything left of the path or surrounded by staked and rope line in the retention area. Hole 7, surrounded by the rope and stake line in the retention area, or deep of the basket across the rope and stake line. Hole 8, across the rope and stake line in the retention area deep of the basket. Also, there's a mando on hole 8, which you must pass left of the mando tree. If you miss this mando, you play from the short pad with a penalty stroke. Hole 9, in the retention area past the rope, stake line, and fences, right of and behind basket. Rock area and concrete are not OB. Hole 10, path and beyond on right, across rope and stake line on left. Hole 11, path and beyond on right. Holes 12 through 13, path and beyond on left and over the fence on the right. Hole 14, path and beyond on left, over fence on right and inside of the fence around the water pump. Sand pit and wooden box are not OB. Hole 15, path and beyond on left and over the fence on the right. Hole 16, over any fence, surrounded by rope and stake line and retention area. Hole 17, path and beyond on right. And finally, hole 18, over the baseball fence, in a parking lot, on concrete surrounding the dumpster, curb, and or the sidewalk, all OB.
Northside Park OBs, general OB information, all asphalt paths, roads, curbs, grassy islands in parking lot, sidewalks, and over any fence are OB unless noted. Hole 1, surrounded by concrete and beyond staked and rope line at top of ditch. Hole 2, no OB. Hole 3, beyond staked and rope line at top of ditch. Hole 4, beyond staked and rope line at top of ditch to the right, within staked and rope lines and ditch ahead. Mando left of marked tree. If missed, play from drop zone with penalty stroke. Mando does not apply to the short pad players. Hole 5, inner beyond staked and rope lines and ditches to the left or right. Hole 6, surrounded by water and retention pond to the right. Note, water is casual in the ditch short of the pond and a line has been roped and staked to indicate where the OB water ends and the casual water begins, in the event the water is that high. Hole 7, no OB. Hole 8, surrounded by concrete on sidewalk adjacent to restroom. Holes 9 and 10, no OB. Hole 11, beyond staked and rope line in ditch beyond basket. Surrounded by water and retention pond to the right. Note, water is casual in the ditch beyond the pond and a line has been roped and flagged to indicate where the OB water ends and the casual water begins, in the event the water is that high. Holes 12 and 13, no OB. Hole 14, beyond staked and rope line in ditch beyond basket. Hole 15, no OB. Mando left of marked tree. If missed, must take penalty stroke and play from drop zone. Hole 16, surrounded by staked and rope lines in either of the two retention ponds. Beyond staked and rope lines to the left side of fairway or deep of the basket. Players landing OB can opt to play from the last inbounds or the drop zone. This landing beyond OBs and other fairways are not OB. Hole 17, surrounded by staked and rope lines and retention pond, beyond any staked or rope line to the left of the fairway or beyond the basket. Bare concrete pad and grass is not OB. This landing beyond OBs and other fairways are not OB. Hole 18, surrounded by staked and rope lines around retention ponds. Surrounded by water in retention pond behind basket. This landing beyond OBs and other fairways are not OB.
Once again, welcome to the 13th annual Chain Hawk Open presented by Dynamic Discs and the Gainesville Chain Hawk Disc Golf Club. This would not be possible without our amazing sponsors and amazing volunteers. We could not do it without you. Again, I'm your tournament director, Chris Clark.
I'm your tournament director, Joseph Schoettler.
See you this weekend.
Ciao.
Let's go.
Let's chow.
Let's chow.
Let's chow.
Here we go.
I need to not move. Okay. Tyler Searle, your chart. Hold on. Take 2. The next day, Saturday, December 7th, 2024, you can pick up your free CT Pre. Try it again.
Sunday, the last run. That wasn't bad.
No.
We got better as it went.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think the run through helped us because
These
that was
longer
a lot
ones, I
better.
was like, oh yeah, I forget to breathe. And
Yes,
it's like,
yes.
Oh yeah, duh. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, 16 over. Oh, wait, hold on. The next one's longer. Oh,
The enunciation was good. You need to keep copying. Just
might as well.
yeah.
Thank you. Just so I know the. Oh, that's right. So let me put it back.
Let me make sure it's still recording. Is it supposed to be not running? No, just kidding.